Hey guys, welcome back. In last lecture we talked about functional and class component of React. In this lecture we'll continue with the JSX. So let's start. Go to your calling editors and here to index.js, and here we have class component. We are implementing a render function and we are returning from here age1 I am index page from class component. And I told you this is not HTML, but what is writing here is a pure JavaScript and it's called JSX. So let's copy this entire line, just copy it and let's go to your browsers. Let's open new tab and let's go to Google search and let's search here for a Babel. So Babel, and let's enter our website babeljs.io. Babel is a compiler for next generation JavaScript. Let's click this and up here let's click try it out. Here I can paste my age1 code, but first don't forget to check here some presets. You need to check here React, as you can see here. So let's paste here this age1 and now it's transpiled to some pure JavaScript, and you can see here we are calling here React and a function create an element. We want to create an element of age1. So as you can see here, age1. We are providing here 0 arguments because there is no attributes specified on age1. And here is a I am index page from class component. So everything inside of age1. If I write here some attributes, so let's see here, let's write here class name, and class name you are writing in React. So class name, and let's say here title. You can see here class name, title here. So there is a difference between HTML and a JSX. In a JSX also you are writing special attribute class name, you don't writing class as you are used to in HTML. So there is a JavaScript code, there is a JSX. As you can see here in a pure vanilla JavaScript, React create an element. So I will prove it to you right now. I will copy all of this code here, React create an element, and let's go back to our calling editors. Let's go to our index page and let's paste everything here. So return and return React create an element. So just like this, I can leave it here, React create an element. I want to create an element age1, class name title, and I can change here, let's say I'm index page from class component created by React dot create a element. Like this. Let's save it. Let's go back to our browsers to localhost, and you can see here I am index page from class component created by React create a element. Perfect. So now I think you have a pretty solid understanding what is a JSX. Just JavaScript, fancy syntax, nothing there, just some syntax sugar. Perfect. I can close Babel here and let's continue by improving our project and let's work on some Next.js features. Let's go back to our calling editors and I would like to create here a new page, and I would like to create here about page. So this can be assignment for you. You can create a new about page. It can be class component with the name about. So go ahead, go to pages folder, create a new file. It should be lowercase about.js, and then create a class component with a render function and return some JSX, and you can return I am about page. And that should be it for assignment. So you can stop video, go ahead, create an about page in the pages folder. Okay, and I will create an about page right now. So first of all, I will revert these changes. I will leave here just age1 as it was before. Perfect. Now into the pages, I'll create a new file and let's call it about.js. About.js like this. And I can copy actually from here this class component, and also let's import React from React. Nothing special here, so let's import this and let's call it about, just like this, or in there, return I am about page. So about page, just like this. Perfect. Let's verify. Here is a class component about, the render function is here, and that should be it. I hope you are done with your assignment. It wasn't that hard. Now we have an about page, and now it's the time to use this page. So make sure everything is saved. You can check your terminals if you don't have any errors here. You can navigate to your browser, and now we have here index page. What we need to do if we want to go to about page right now, we need to do localhost 3000 / and about. And now you can see default export is not React component in page / about. Okay, we created about page, but we didn't export this page. So very rookie mistake. Let's go back to our coding editors. And let's return from here our about page. So export default about, just like this. Let's save it. Let's go back. Let's wait for refresh. And here is a I am about page. So when I will remove this, I am index page / about. I am about page. What will happen when I will write here uppercase about like this? Everything works. It's fine. So that's good. And let's see here / something. Let's write here foo. This page could not be found, so if you will go here, I will create here very fast new file. Let's call it foo.js, and I will just copy very fast this functional component from here. So const indexed from foo like this. Let's call it foo, and also export default const foo like this. All right, let's save it. And I am also foo page. Okay, let's save it. Let's go back to our browsers. Let's refresh this. As I'm trying to refresh this page, it just won't work. And issue is here. You need to call your pages with a lowercase letter. So when I will change this, I will rename this foo for lowercase foo, like this. Let's go back. Let's refresh this. First, we have an issue here, export default const, that cannot be on one line, so I am sorry. So just export default on a new line and a foo here, like this. And let's go back to our browsers. I am foo page. So when I will rename it, rename for uppercase foo, like this. Let's go back. Refresh. You have an issue here because it just cannot be uppercase. See? Okay, let's go back. We don't need foo page actually because we will not do anything with foo page. And that should be it from this lecture. We created a new about page. You learned about JSX. So JSX, just some fancy syntax. And we are just actually using normal JavaScript. And yes, that's it. In the next lecture we'll continue and we will create some navigation in our page. So we'll follow these steps here. We will navigate between pages. So guys, see you in the next lecture.